Hi, I'm Kirsty Hughes and welcome to video 4, the final installment of my Energy Empowerment series for Earth Warriors. I know that you are a busy person with lots of desires in terms of healing the earth and making the world a better place, and that you want to put a lot of energy as well into your relationships and into enjoying your life. But you might have been watching this video because all too often we can feel drained. And so we've been learning about how we can plug those drains so that we don't get depleted in terms of our personal energy, and that we can live from a natural, sustainable energy source. In this video, I'm going to talk about the next steps and give some tips that you can use to keep moving forward in terms of creating the amount of energy that you want. I'm also going to cover, I'll recap the previous videos and the framework that I talked about there. And then I'm going to finish off by telling you how you can work with me if you want to take this even further. So to recap our previous 3 videos, this is all about energy empowerment. So how can we take responsibility for our energy and make proactive decisions that make our energy the way that we want to have it? So I presented this metaphor of a bath, because for me, if I can picture something, I can understand it. So I like to think of my energy as being held by a bath. When that bath is full, that's all the energy that I need for my day-to-day life. When it's overflowing, that's the energy that goes into my projects and into my relationships and into my community and things like that. But when I have drains, when the plug is out of my drain, or if there's cracks in that bath, or if it's being siphoned off or polluted or diluted, then I don't have the energy that I need. And I can start to draw from my energy reserves for my projects. And that's when we start to experience that burnout and that exhaustion. So the first step in taking empowerment around our energy is going, this is our bath. This is my bath, and I have some control over how much energy is in here. And I choose how much energy is in here. Even if there's mitigating factors, there are actions that I can take to bring my energy levels up to where I want them to be. The second step in that was to plug any leaks in our bath so that the water's not draining away or the energy is not draining away. And then thirdly was to turn on the tap so the energy gets replenished and filled up so that it's back in that place of overflow. So for myself, I've been working on healing my energy for quite a few years now since going through burnout. And since I've had this framework, I've found it really empowering because it's so simple. And for example, a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, I'm really not satisfied with my level of energy at the moment. And I used that metaphor to think, right, actually, the problem at the moment for me is now that I'm taking ownership of it, I can sense that my biggest issue is that I've got a drain that I need to plug. And I felt into my body and I could feel where that drain was, and then I could use my intuition to figure out what to do about it, and then take action to nourish myself and fill myself back up. So the first tip for going forward with this metaphor is to keep practicing the steps. They can be done concurrently. They don't have to be 1, 2, 3. They all sort of happen at the same time, and you'll get the feeling of what's right for you at what time. But basically, I've given you all of the tools that you need to look at your energy levels and start to take some sort of action around improving them to the level that you want. Remembering that it might take time. The second thing that you can do is to have present moment awareness. So when we're aware of what's going on for us right now in this instant, that's when we tune into the conversation that our body is trying to have with us through our energy levels. And that's where we can go, I can sense that something's skew with, and I can sense what the answer might be. It only comes through being aware in the present moment and not having our mind on what's for dinner or worrying about what happened in the meeting yesterday or whatever it is. And you'll find that most of your energy source, that delight and pleasure and inspiration, actually comes from the present moment as well. So tuning in to your energy source right here and right now, that is really what will sustain you, rather than worrying about the future or having anxiety about the past. The third thing is that I read a book recently. He said that any worthwhile project will have areas that there's lulls. And so just remember that whatever you're doing, it's not a linear process to get more and more and more and more energy. Stuff happens. Things come up. So when something comes up, just remember, go back to video 1, have that compassion on yourself. And then what you can do is reset. I like to reset, and you can do something big to reset your energy, like go on a holiday or take a weekend away. But I find that the small things can be just as effective. And taking 10 minutes out to go stand in the backyard, breathing deeply, or have a shower, or go to the beach, or even cleaning the house, I find quite symbolically resetting for me when I'm in some moods. And then once we've done that and we've kind of cleansed off whatever was holding us back before, and we can reaffirm our commitment to our energy levels and to turning on that tap and finding inspiration and go again. And then lastly, believe in yourself. Own and embrace all parts of yourself. Ultimately, your energy levels will reflect this. So remember that our ultimate energy source, the one that's sustainable and natural, is the energy of love. So if we can tune into a love for ourselves and a love for our thoughts and deeds, then you'll find that it is so easy to do the steps that you need to do to take care of yourself, to plug the drains, and to nourish yourself with all the energizing things that are particular to you. So that's can be a bit of work for some people, but it's definitely worthwhile doing. So see if you can find within you that self-love and self-worth, and keep going, because you are worth it. You are worth having the energy and the life that you desire. So the next step, if it's overwhelming to you, all of these things, then you can reach out for support. And you can tune into that intuition or tune into your gut and see if you want to take it further with me. So there's 2 things that I'm offering at the moment. You can work one-on-one with me, and that's over a 6-month period where we meet fortnightly for an hour and go through your goals, and I help you to reach your goals, whether it be around energy or another thing that's an issue for you in your life, or you just generally have a goal that you want to reach. And then the other program that I have is a group one. It's a 28-day one called Cleanse and Connect. And that's coming up really soon. And so that's quite a fun way. If you are ready to take action on your energy, we really go in that supportive group space to all do it together. So there's 4 modules over the 4 weeks. The first one is a foundational module so that we get all of the systems in order for setting ourselves up and our physical lives and bodies up for having great energy levels. Then in the second week, we take a really deep dive into food and looking at nature nourishing us. Then in week 3, we look at supercharging your R&R. So how to get the most out of the time that you do have available to rest and restore. And then in the final week, we'll look at energy and emotions. So emotions can be something that you really put off doing unless you have somebody helping you through it. So you kind of, like for myself, I know how to do these things, but I put it off and put it off and put it off when it comes to emotional things. And I find it so much easier to do with somebody else. And it'll be a beautiful, supportive space. So it'll be quite safe to explore all of those things that might be going on for you. So the great thing is that if you want to take it further, if you do choose to do my private 6-month program, then you get a refund of the Cleansing Connect. It's all included. So you get a 2-for-1 bonus basically. So, and if you do choose to do the one-on-one, then you automatically go into Cleansing Connect. And again, the great thing about Cleansing Connect is that it's ongoing. So you might just choose to focus on one little thing now. You might choose to focus on maybe eating more greens now, for example, something very small. It doesn't have to be big. And then in 6 months' time, you might do the program again and choose to add in something else because you feel ready. Or you might do the whole hog now and just do a refresher later, and you'll have access to the content all year round. So have a think about those. Tune in to your inner knowing. If they sound good, if you're getting a yes, then head to my website and sign up. I would love to have you. If you're getting a maybe, I need more information, go to my website again and you'll find a lot more information, or you can contact me anytime. And if it's not for you at the moment, then that's fine too. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you've got what you needed out of them. And I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Bye.